Lately, I've been obsessed with learning how to quilt, and I think this is mostly because I made a quilt a couple of months ago and it turned out awful. Since then, I've been spending all my time really practicing the craft and getting more familiar with a couple of new techniques. For this little mini quilt, I'm using 3 by 3-inch squares that I ironed onto 100% cotton fusible interfacing, and then I sewed everything together with quarter-inch seams. I first sewed all the blocks onto the fusible interfacing in parallel seams, pressed all the seams to one side, and then sewed all the perpendicular seams. This created nearly perfect corners on the front and a sort of waffle pattern on the back side. I was having a lot of fun with this patchwork grid method that I made another one and then practiced the quilt as you go method to sew some strips of red and white striped fabric directly onto the batting and backing. Then came the fun part where I quilted parallel lines every 1 1/4 inch apart and then did the same for the perpendicular lines, which created a repeating square grid throughout the mini quilt. After squaring up all the sides, I put a scrappy binding on this little mini quilt and it finally came together. I'm really proud of how this little one turned out, and I'm feeling more confident with my quilting and binding techniques. This holiday season, I plan on using up all my fabric scraps, so follow along so you see what I make next.